Hello everyone and welcome to School Grades Chess channel. In this video we're going to take a look at rook and non-rook pawn endgames. Um, so in this situation we can see that white is a pawn up and it's a rook pawn. So it's usually a draw. Another rook pawn, another draw. If it was anything other than a rook pawn, white would have won in this situation, being in front of its pawn so many squares. So h4, king g8, king g6. Black just has to repeat this move. King h8, h5, king g8, h6, king h8, h7. And it's a draw, stalemate. So when stronger side gets his king one square in front of his pawn, the only thing that matters is who owns the opposition. If the defender has it, then the game is a draw. And if the stronger side has the opposition, then the game is won. Whoever has the move fails to achieve his goal since it would give the opposition away. In this situation, we can see that uh, the white king is in front of its pawn and is directly facing the black king. And now whoever has the move gives away the opposition. So in this situation, black has the opposition since white has to move. E3, E5, now retaining the opposition and not allowing white's king to come forward. If black would have played C5, it would be losing because it would allow the white king to come forward. So king E5, king D3, king D5, king C3, king C5, and white can't make any progress at all. Now, if in this situation uh the black side had the move first, things would be very different. For example, king d5, king c4, and white would penetrate into the opposition. Stepping forward is the most important thing. Also consider opposition because white can only win if he gains control of the queening square while keeping his pawn safe. And as a rule, move as far forward with your king as possible while making sure the pawn is safe. King d6, king d4, all the while retaining opposition and forcing opponent to go backwards. King e6, king c5, getting closer to that d8 square with the same technique. King d7, now king d5. Now if black would play king e5, then d4 check, king e6, king c6, king e7, d5, king d8, king d6, king c8, king e8, and white penetrates and promotes his pawn. But in this position, white plays king d5, and white's pawn is safe, so he regains the opposition. King c7, king e6, penetrating and getting closer to d8. King d8, king d6, king e8, d4, king d8, d5, king e8, king c7, and getting closer, getting control over the d8 square, king e7, and white will eventually promote. Now, when it's a non-rook pawn and white's king is two squares in front of its pawn, uh, it manages to get two squares in front of its pawn. It's always an easy win for whoever has this situation. Now, d3, king e6, and white just penetrates into the opposition using the same technique we saw in the previous example. So thank you for watching this video and have a good time. Bye bye.